Hey, ladies, welcome to Sis We Love You podcast. It is a daily dose of healing, prayer, and encouragement for women navigating ups and downs of life. Whether you're a mother, wife, single, or juggling it all, we're here to talk through the real, raw struggles we face every day. Hey y'all, what's going on? I wanted to go over a few things, and I know a lot of us are losing our faith sometimes. And sometimes I even get to myself where I just be like, okay, I'm over this. This is too much. God, what are you doing? I even get mad at him sometimes when I know it's not right. However, it's just the overwhelming feeling. So I really wanted to talk about in this episode is embracing the messy middle. And that comes from finding strength when your life feels chaotic. And right now, my life feels chaotic. I have so much going on. I own multiple businesses. I have partners in my business. And sometimes it's just overwhelming just by doing so much. And right on that, I just I grieving. Like you grieve in so many areas. You can grieve on your health, just on you not feeling comfortable with your body and you want to look a certain way. And that's really focusing on self-care. And I'm grieving just of losing family members. And it's just so much that we deal with on a daily basis as a mother, a daughter, a family member, or just anything overall. But us women, y'all, we got to stick together. And it is so much that we need to touch base with on basically keeping ourselves together, how to handle situations like this. And a lot of times I could give you some pointers on some things that I do. I set goals for myself. I do a lot of short-term goals on different things that I do want to accomplish even for the day or even for the week. And sometimes that could be overwhelming too. But if you don't check off everything that you want to accomplish, it doesn't mean you have to get it done that day or that week. Just make sure you keep it on there so you can at least see what you haven't checked off yet. And I know that sometimes this may sound odd, but sometimes you need to do what goals did you give up on that just seem too far fetched. So you could write down those goals and see what was so far fetched for you to actually find yourself accomplishing these goals because that's where that faith come in at. We don't have faith to accomplish certain goals in life, or we don't have faith to feel like this is where we are supposed to be in life. This is what we're supposed to do. And even just the fact of it being your dreams, because a lot of times, you could be wrapped up in your career, you could be wrapped up of being a parent, you could be wrapped up or just even into yourself to a point you lost yourself. So you have to figure out and set these goals so that you're able to have a happy life for you, because we are always wrapped up in other people's lives and forget about ourselves. And it's okay to have self care and not feel selfish about giving ourselves self care. And it's really hard. And another question is you could put your visions or your dreams that you have and you need to pick up off the dust. Because listen, y'all stuff be dusty. Because I know my stuff be dusty. I got some dust that I need to just wipe off now, just and just let it go, because it's so much that I be wanting to accomplish, and I just have the lack of confidence. I have the lack of the confidence, and then sometimes you think you need so much money to do something, or you got to have great credit to do this and do that. It's just sometimes it's all about having faith It's all about finding resources. We have so many resources. We have AI now. We got Chat GPT. We have YouTube. We have TikTok. We have so many outsources that we can really just utilize and get things together for ourselves to be able to make things happen. And making it happen is just so important for us to do. And at the same time, it's really, really hard. But I want you to focus on praying. A lot of times we're missing that piece on praying to God and asking Him for forgiveness, having a regular conversation with Him, praying for peace and resilience during the times of confusion and feeling overwhelmed. Those are some important things that we could also focus on for us to gather ourselves and get ourselves together, and also shift our mindset. Shifting our mindset is so important, and yet it is so hard because we could be so used to having a one track mind of the things that we've always done on a day to day basis. So you should always do mindful practices to find peace in the midst of the storm. And, we run into the storm so many times throughout our lives, but you have to really just sit and think about it like, man, I've been through some things, but I got through some things. You get what I'm saying? Because we just be so beside ourselves and not giving ourselves credit when it's really due. Like, we really need it, and it's so important in so many ways for us to be able to do things like this and just get ourselves together. And I want to also just let y'all know too is build resilience through real life stories of individuals who have thrived in their messy moments. Because we all had us some messy moments when it comes to us gathering ourselves and getting our lives together. And you should always create a personal toolkit to help you find strength in adversity when it comes to things like this, whether you're first facing like personal challenges, career setback, or simply just feeling lost in the hustle of everyday life. And I want you guys to actually just embrace yourself and figure out, okay, this is what I want to do. So what I want you all to do is do a few things. And I want you to take at least 3 times this week, pray for direction to get your goals back on track. And this is going to be a huge step for you to do to get these goals back on track, because you really have to do this, okay? And commit to at least watching a video or listen to a podcast, such as mine's or anyone else's, where it's in your area of focus that will help you jumpstart your career and creative things that you can do in a particular area of interest. And also put a time and place and to accomplish some of your goals one at a time. And you don't have to rush yourself at all from doing so much at one time, because it's very important for you to not to and it's very important also for you to continue to accomplish these things. Share your goals and your timeline with someone so they can help you keep yourself accountable. And let me tell you this, everybody is not meant to know your goals and your accomplishments, and everybody is not going to hold you accountable. And the reason for this, I want to put it out there, is you have to be aligned with the person you share this with. Sometimes it's people that love you being in the same position in life because it makes them feel better and confident because you are still there in that space. When you are accomplishing things or when you trying to, sometimes they do a lot of gaslighting things gatekeeping things to hold you back for you not to move forward. And you have to know that you have to read between the lines when that person is genuine and when they're not genuine, because it's very important. One thing I've learned over the years is when you accomplish things, when you become successful, people will start to remove from your life, and you're going to start gaining more and better friends that you have prayed for, that's aligned with you at your life at that moment, because a lot of times the old things aren't new anymore, and sometimes you need new to get rid of the old. And it's a hard thing to do, and it's hard to even understand it, because you have to also understand that everybody can't come with you. Everybody can't be a part of everything that you're doing in your life. And you have to understand that, because God has you assigned for a certain purpose, and you have to find that purpose. I want you to embrace this purpose. I want you to figure out your purpose. I want you to actually just get rid of that messy middle, and just wipe it away slowly but surely. I really do. And I feel like you guys have all the amazing confidence in the world to get through this. I know it's going to take time, but I'm here with y'all. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to give you advice. I'm here to give you any and everything that I can possible, so that you're able to accomplish these many goals that you need. And also just make sure you guys do a few daily readings. Daily readings in the Bible is so important. To even with this even just being a start for you. Maybe you want to start off with Genesis um verse 22 through 25, or Genesis verses 26 through 29, or Genesis 30 through 33, and just read different verses every day, different chapters every day, so that you able to understand your goals and your accomplishments, because it's the beginning, it's the beginning of everything. A lot of people made mistakes, and they didn't have enough faith to put God completely first and stop worshiping idols. And you have to do that to bring yourself down in so many ways. And that was just some of the mistakes that Rachel made. And you guys have to understand that in Genesis 31, she stole her father's idols from his house when she left with Jacob. When her father came looking for idols, Jacob called for death of the person who had stolen them, not knowing Rachel was a culprit. So, you have to, you guys, get on it, you know? And she did get pregnant again and began to go in labor, hard labor at that. So that's when Genesis 35:16 come in. But because of the intense labor and pain that brought on by her disobedience, she died in childbirth. She was so close to her destination, but she died. The baby was successfully delivered. The miracle still came, but Rachel couldn't enjoy the fruit in her labor. And I want you guys to be able to understand that. I want you to enjoy the fruits and labor. You have to ask God for forgiveness. You have to understand your passion, your resilience, your faith, your gift of everything and the destination that you're going in life, because you don't want to mess that up. The miracle was right around the corner. The faith is in you know? And all you got to do is just put everything together, work hard, and just believe in yourself. You don't need no one to believe in you. Just believe in you know? And giving up is not an option. No matter how difficult the journey is, you have amazing goals and dreams, and don't let those dreams die out. I don't want to see you guys just having regrets as you get older and be like, man, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. But everything is going to come through for you and you are going to make things happen. I promise you. I did the same thing. Like with my grandmother passing away years ago in 2011 is what encouraged me to start living my dreams. And I've been living my dreams since. I haven't worked for anyone in years. And even if I was to work with someone, it'll feel so awkward, but God will make a way for you and he will continue to make ways for you because out of that one job, you will bring in other residual income that comes with that as well. It's so many sources and so many tools that you can use for you to be able to do all of these things. So I really hope this episode helped you guys. I really hope that you guys subscribe and continue to listen to this amazing podcast because, sis, we love you. We will always love you. I will always love you. And I will always be here to encourage you and just give you the encouraging words for you to feel great and feel welcome, feel love, have reassurance. Um, just even just like, man, this is confirmation for me to hear this episode today. It is confirmation for me to actually do what I want and need to do with my life. You guys understanding me? Because life is strength, it's personal growth, mindfulness. Just embrace it, y'all. I really, really hope that you got a lot of information from this episode. Please share with a friend or a family member because we have plenty more to come. And make sure you guys follow us on all social media networks. I also have a YouTube channel as well. And I also have a Instagram page, and the Instagram page it's lit, y'all. It is so lit. It is so encouraging. I'm gonna make sure I push y'all in any way possible, at any capacity as possible. So make sure y'all follow and subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.